Hi, I'm Keith Allen, and I play Murphy on Z Nation, and I listen to One Up Gaming Podcast.
Hi, I'm Lucy James, and I listen to the One Up Gaming Podcast.
Yeah, this how we do it, y'all. L-G-E, man.
Straight out of Diamond Star Production.
What up to you, One Up Gaming? They're not really ready for this one. One Up Gaming is behind me. Let me get in beast mode. If you wanna try me, you don't need a cheat code. Conte is who I be. To you, it's Mr. Hero. Legendary adversary. Flows considered lethal. I'm a Super Saiyan. I got Dragon Balls, I wouldn't lie. You might think I'm playing when I'm saying I can really fly. When I'm on the track, you feel the energy I'm pushing out. Put me on the map. One Up Gaming's who I'm talking about. I'm the rapping Master Chief. Epic to say the least. Contain the hero, better etch that in your memory. And so the One Up Gaming for the show out. Contain the hero is really gonna show out. Show out. Contain. And so the One Up. And so the One Up.
Dope bitch you ever heard.
Hi, David here, One Up Gaming. Gonna have a quick go at new equipment, new microphones, see how we all sound. And it's the One Up Gaming Podcast, episode 335. Me, David, One Up Gaming, nice hoodie I've got on. And yeah, so I've bought a new camera. I'll have some footage now. So as you can see, it's just a really cheap Canon camera. It is really old. It's like 10, 11 years old now. But I just thought, as a dedicated camera, it looks to have a big lens. I don't know how these things work. But as you can see, watch this zoomy zoom. Look at that zoom. Zoom. Should be sponsored by Mazda. But yeah, it's just a really cheap Canon camera. It's got a flash, if that's any good, I don't know. And it's got loads of settings which I don't have a clue about. And it's got a pull out little video window which you can flip round. So that is what I'll be using for the video recording. I mean, I don't know what else to sort of say. I've got a camera, got lights, got a nice screen. Hopefully this will all work. So I've also got this, which is the Antlion audio. Antlion? I don't know how you... Antlion? Yeah, I think it's got antlers. So Antlion audio. The Kimura Solo. I'm using that now to record with. So I'll hold that up. So it's like an in-ear sort of like mechanism. Fits in, and it's got a little microphone that fits on the outside. So I don't know if it's going to be better or not, but it's what we've been sent to review. So I thought I'd give it a go, see how it sounds. I really like the in-ear bit. It's not plastic. Well, it is plastic, but it's like molded, sort of like plastic. It also, I don't know where the case is. There's like a little case that comes with to put all the headphoney bits in. And yeah, so that is what I have been doing. I'm wearing my hat because I shaved my ears. I shaved the hair around my ears, so when I'm doing a detailed review of the Kimura headset you can see much more detailed of how it sits in the ear and around the lobe. And I think that's why I've got my hat on. That's why I look a bit weird. But yeah, I guess we'll just go straight into the games that we've been playing.
Hi, my name is Justin. I'm the developer of Purr Rocket, an iOS space game with cats. And I listen to the One Up Gaming podcast. You can find a link to download my game at facebook.com/purrrocket.
Hello Andy, this is Colin. I won't be able to get in tonight. I'm sweating like a pig.
Hi, still David here, still One Up Gaming, still episode 335 for the One Up Gaming podcast. New equipment, new cameras, new setup, new bits and bobs. See how all this goes. I'm still using the new in-ear solution headset thing. So it comes with the in-ear bits, it comes with the microphone, it comes with the little carry case, it comes with all the stuff you need. It's about £100. So the Kimura headset, this is the solo one, so it's not quite as good as the Duo, but we got to send it to review, so we're going to use it for the podcast and see if it makes this audio sound any better or not. So first of all, let's talk about the games we've been playing. So this week I had a quick go at Hot Shot Racing. Now this one is, I guess it's trying to be like the Virtua Racing, that sort of style of game. You know, is it Winning Flag? Like the Namco one, the really old one, where it's like flat, shaded polygon sort of graphics, and yeah, it's one of those games where they look amazing, especially nowadays with the HD. Everything looks so straight, sort of crisp and clean. It looks amazing. I do love the look of these games, and I don't know why more developers don't try this style of game. But for me, Hot Shot Racing, the handling just doesn't quite feel right. I believe, I might be wrong, but I believe Hot Shot Racing started off development years and years before it came out, more of a sort of like an attacking kart racy style sort of game, and I believe I can see that in the game, because as you're trying to race around the track, other cars just come out of nowhere and smash into the side of you, just, you know, for the jollies. Because of that, I really don't like the game itself. I think it's a bit spoiled in that way. Still think it looks nice, but you can tell it's made on a budget. Only one or two developers really doing the game, and yeah, it wasn't great, unfortunately, because I did love the idea of it. Next up, Death Stranding, the director's cut. Now, I didn't play it on the PlayStation 4, and when I've bought the PlayStation 5, I've logged into the PlayStation Plus, whatever it's called, and I found that Death Stranding is available as a download on there. So I downloaded it, I was playing the game. Oh my god, I have to say, I was absolutely loving this game. I think the story gripped me. It really went into the actual world. I was absorbed into the acting, the voices, the graphical styling of everything, and it is amazing. I loved every second of this game. I can't wait to play more. I've heard that they're going to make a movie of the Death Stranding, and I hope they do. Sony have been doing quite well with the movies recently, or the TV shows. Uncharted, I was a big fan of. I can't remember what the hell it was called now, the cartoony one, Ratchet and Clank, was it? I wasn't a big fan of that one either, but from what I've heard, The Last of Us has been amazing, and hopefully they will get more of this sort of style done, and Death Stranding, easily amazing. If you've got PlayStation Plus, download it, play it. If you don't, buy it. It is an amazing game. So moving on, you can still tell that a lot of these games are... I've had a PlayStation 5, and these are the games I've been playing on the PlayStation 5. So, Pool Nation. Now, I love a good pool game, and I think this was the PlayStation 4 sort of version that came out a few years ago. And it looks nice, shiny and crisp and all that. And yeah, I can understand that Pool is a nice little game. I wouldn't buy it. I think that some of the controls are a little bit out. Some of the what you have to do is a bit janky, but graphically it looks nice. I just don't like some of the control options and some of the choices they've made with the game itself. So yeah, Pool Nation, if you like a game that looks nice, gorgeous little game, looks really shiny and crisp. Next up, Monster Jam Steel Titans 2, and I don't know, but this looks like a PS2 sort of game, just with a high-res sort of sheen to it. I do love the open arenas where you can go around and crush cars and stuff. That's quite fun, do stunts. But the racing's not the best, and as I said, the graphics are quite weak and poor, to be honest. Yeah, it's a fun little game, but it's not great. I wouldn't buy it. So moving swiftly on to a fast game, and that is Redout 2. I was going to say Burnout 2, but no, Redout 2.
Welcome to Redout 2.
And I played Redout on the Xbox Series X, and that was an amazing game. And I got Redout 2 on the PlayStation 5, and I never guess it's the same as on the PC and the Xbox. And yeah, the development team, is it 3, 4, no, 4, I can't remember how they are now, they're numbers, aren't they? 3 numbers, I believe. They've done an amazing job. The game plays amazing, it looks amazing, fast, smooth, very detailed. It doesn't really have any slowdown or stuttering. It looks gorgeous. Controls are really good. You know, like the handling feels good. It's not just like there was a game I bought a few years ago that looked amazing, but the handling, it seemed to a bit wishy-washy at the back, and it just wasn't great. But no, I love Redout 2. Great game. It just makes me pine and want a new game from the Wipeout series, because I do miss Wipeout. I loved Wipeout.
And this time, all of them can be played in reverse for a grand total of 72 unique tracks. Not only are there tons of tracks, but there are also 6 unique game modes that you can experience throughout an extensive career in the Solo Redout Racing League. Or if you prefer, you can take your racing skills online in races of up to 12 players on most platforms. We've gone all out with vehicle customization in Redout 2. You can pick from 12 distinct chassis, each with their own base attributes. Once you've picked your chassis, you can customize each piece of it further with a massive selection of propulsors, stabilizers, wings, spoilers, rocket engines, paints, and more. And last but not least, not only is there a killer soundtrack featuring legendary electronic artists like Giorgio Moroder, Zardonic, and Dance with the Dead, but there's even music mixing algorithms that blend their tracks together in real time based on how you've customized your ship and what's actually happening in your race. So, are you ready to go from 0 to light speed?
Moving on, next game, Biomutant, and this game, it looks like a 3D platform game. It was marketed like a 3D sort of platform game, I believe, but it's more of a 3D behind this camera, third person, action, role-playing game style thing with platforming elements. And because of all this, the camera and the character movement just feel a little bit off. It doesn't feel as tight and sharp as you would expect on a platform game itself. But you know, it's looks nice. It plays okay. It's got shooty bits in it, which is always fun. And yeah, you can create your own little tiny mutant person, which is cool, all fluffy, furry. But again, it just doesn't play as well as I was hoping it would. So the last game that I played this week is, I think it's Okami HD, and this is, when it first came out, it got nice reviews, nothing major, and they were basically saying it was like a Zelda, which one was it? The one where you turn into the wolf? Can't remember. But they were saying it was basically like the Zelda game, but it was on PS2. Made by Capcom. Had really nice cell shaded graphics, and you know, over the years it's just built up more hype, and everyone goes on about how amazing the game is. I downloaded it, I played it. I mean, like, I'm not a big Zelda fan, so I can understand why I wouldn't enjoy this game, and unfortunately I didn't enjoy it. I felt it was a bit too linear, a bit too scripted, a bit too just janky, and I just wasn't enjoying the game. Looks okay. I can understand it was maybe on the Wii first, because you have to do these like circles and shapes that you have to like do with the wand, whereas now you have to do it with like the analog stick, and it's never as good, it's never as crisp as what it should be, as it used to be originally. But yeah, so that's the game's been playing. So please, I'm gonna get the days wrong now because we're all over the place with some of these games. Every Monday we have the Gran Turismo 7 series. Every Tuesday we have the OUG's Fantasy League with Football Manager 23 Mobile. We're trying to get some more Evercade stuff, the Star Trek Online stuff, our Worst Games Ever series, and Ridge Racer 6. We're trying to get all these up and running. We still have our podcast, which is every Friday. We're going to do every Saturday, which is the games being played, and every Sunday we're going to do the news from the actual show. And that, my friends, is what we've been doing this week. So, back after the break.
My name is Christopher Walken, not Kevin Pollak or Jay Moore or Mike Boland, but Christopher Walken, and I listen to the One Up Gaming podcast, only on this station. Perhaps you should too.
Hi, still me, still David, still One Up Gaming, still episode 333 of the One Up Gaming podcast. 333? No, I'm lying. It's 335. I really should realise what I'm doing half the time, but I don't. I don't really pay attention. So we'll go with this week's news. So if I can get this to load. So this week's news, we'll start off with Dead Space Remake is too scary for its own technical director. I don't believe this for a second. It's the same as when movies come out and the characters and the actors like, oh, it was so scary. No, you know exactly it's a movie. You know exactly the stunts. You know exactly this, that, the other. So I just think it's a lot of marketing spiel. So basically it says that he struggles to play the game outside of daylight hours because he finds it too scary. He's like, no, you don't. You're just trying to hype up the game. When I'm playing it at night, I can't play it with headphones. He confessed it's just too effing scary. Just the amount of realism and, again, atmosphere, not just visually. It's the way we handle sound, ambience, effects, having systems that try and spook you. So, yeah, I don't know. I just think that a lot of these things, the developers are trying to really push for the fact that, oh, look at this, it's amazing, it's so scary. But yeah, let us know what you think. If you looking at this new Dead Space game, see what you think of the game, and if you'll be buying it on release. So next up, Mass Effect writer Mark Walters leaves BioWare after nearly 2 decades. So it was the lead writer on Mass Effect 2 and 3 and the production director of Dragon Age Dreadwolf. Oh, do apologise, that was a scratchy and it hit my microphone. So Mark Walters, the lead writer on Mass Effect 2 and 3, production director on Dragon Age Dreadwolf, who's been with the company for nearly 2 decades, officially left the company. With a new year comes new adventures. He took to LinkedIn to share the news, described how these past 19 years have been a true life-changing experience and that the choice to leave was very tough. Yeah, so I don't think he actually says what he's going on to work with. He's just sort of said that he is going. In an all-new cinematic trailer, however, that sets the stage for the upcoming RPG. Blah, 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 blah. He said career break and personal goal pursuit. After all that's done, the world of video games is safe, deserve it, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So, what do you guys think? Do you think he's being hired by another company? Or do you just think that it's just a coincidence that he's left? Do you reckon that the work's done on the new Dragon Age game and he's moved on now? But yeah, leave comments. Next up, WWE 2K23 arrives in March with John Cena on the cover. WWE 2K23 official launches on March 17th. John Cena on the cover of all 3 editions. Available on PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox One, Series X, Series S, PC. Oh, so it's not on the Switch. WWE 2K23 will celebrate Cena's 20th anniversary as a wrestling superstar by featuring him on all 3 covers. Standard edition, $60, arrives in March 17th. The digital edition, deluxe edition, $100, and the Icon edition, $120. They launch early on March 14th. A cross-gen edition of the game will also be available for $70 on March 17th, which comes with both previous and current gen versions. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. So you're paying $10 extra. Promised several franchise advancements. A refreshed 2K Showcase mode lets you revisit most of the iconic matches, commentary from the man himself. That's pretty cool. Official War Games mode lets players engage in intense 3v3 and 4v4 matches. That could be cool. Anyway, I don't know if they've actually launched or announced that much about the game, which is always skeptical from me. But we'll see how they do things. So, what do you guys think? Do you think that John Cena deserves this 20th anniversary sort of set? Or is it just a little bit fan service? Let us know in the comments. So, next up, Marvel's Avengers to be delisted in September as development comes to an end. Crystal Dynamics is ending support for a struggling live service game. Say struggling, but I still think it did alright. A little more than 2 years after its original release, Crystal Dynamics is preparing to end active development on Marvel's Avengers, a decision it says it undertook in conjunction with our partners. According to a blog, we will discontinue on September 30th, after which digital purchase will no longer be available. All solo content will continue to be playable after support ends, and multiplayer will also remain available. Does not plan to release any new stories, features or heroes, making Update 2.7, which added the Winter Soldier and the Cloning Lab a mega level threat. No idea. The final content released for the Avengers. Spider-Man will remain a PlayStation exclusive. The final balance update will be Update 2.8, which will be released March 31st. Afterward, Crystal Dynamics says it will turn off the cosmetics marketplace, and credits will no longer be purchasable. Credit balances will be converted into in-game resources for all cosmetics made available for free. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that Crystal Dynamics has ended it too early? Do you just think that it just didn't work how they wanted it? I'm never a big fan of these live service sort of games, but what can you do? That's where we are going now. So next up we have Obsidian CEO. I'd love to make another Fallout before I retire. Obsidian CEO Fergus Urquhart said he'd love to create another Fallout game before he retires. In an interview, he was asked whether a new Fallout game would be possible under Obsidian, who developed Fallout New Vegas. I would love to make another one before I retire. I don't know when that is. I don't have a date of my retirement. It's funny you say I'm already 52 or only 52. It's one of those two depending on the day. My hope is that'll happen, but I'll have to wait and see. So, I mean, I don't know. Fallout. I was never a massive fan of the Fallout sort of series. I like the ideas of them, but I just don't know. I really don't know. So, next up, we have Sony confirms a list of 30 plus games coming to PlayStation VR 2 during its launch window. Tetris Effect Connected and Res Infinite are part of newly announced games headed to PSVR 2, which is weird because they were also for PlayStation VR. Sony has officially confirmed the launch window lineup through March 2023, and it includes 13 new titles that haven't been announced for the platform before. As detailed on the PlayStation blog, it'll launch on February 22, and more than 30 games will be available before March comes to an end. Alongside big hitters like Horizon Call of the Mountain, Resident Evil Village, No Man's Sky and Gran Turismo 7, PSVR 2 owners will also be able to look forward to these 30 newly announced titles, which include Before Your Eyes, never heard of, Kayak VR, no, Pavlov VR, no, Puzzle in Places, Song in the Smoke, Rekindled, Synth Riders. I think I've heard of that. Remastered edition. Thumper, that was a good game. NFL Pro Era, never heard of. What the Bat, never heard of. Res Infinite, yeah. Tetris Effect Connected. Creed Rise to Glory was a horrible game. The Last Clockwinder. So that's the full list of games are on the screen now. I'm not going to read them all out because I have no idea what any of these are, really. So, PlayStation VR 2. Are you guys going to get the PlayStation VR 2, or is that it? Because I must admit, I'm a bit out of all this sort of stuff now. Some other news. EA Sports PGA Tour arrives in March. EA Sports PGA Tour will finally be released on March 24th for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. The date was announced. The date was announced alongside a new trailer that showcases some features coming to PGA Tour, including its Pure Strike shot system, and that promises fluid swing mechanics, innovative ball behaviour, and lifelike course dynamics. Around 4 minutes of gameplay was shown in total, giving fans the first proper look at the game outside of the brief trailer last year. Golf courses going to recreate them, allowing players to build their own virtual careers and compete against famous golfers. Won't include Tiger Woods, however, who instead signed a multi-year deal with rival franchise PGA Tour 2K. Woods was the headliner of EA's golf franchise for years before it switched to Rory McIlroy for its 2015 title, meaning the new game will end an 8-year hiatus when it launches next year. In our 5 out of 10 review, Rory McIlroy is a disappointing golf game that just barely manages to make the cut. Yeah. So what do you guys think? Are you excited for the new PGA Tour game? I don't know. I mean, I love golf games, but it's one of those ones where I'll only play them for a couple of minutes at a time, and I just don't think $60, $70, $80 is worth it. Anyway, Tomb Raider reemerges as Power Wash Simulator DLC that lets you clean Lara Croft's mansion. So basically this is just Power Wash Simulator, and it looks as though on January 31st, bizarre crossover from Square Enix and Future Lab brings a free Tomb Raider special pack to the Power Wash Simulator. Basically it's just the Lara Croft's mansion, and it looks as though you have to tidy it and power wash it and clean it. So that could be just stupid fun. I love it when developers do this sort of crazy shenanigans. It's quite fun. So moving on from the Power Wash to Halo Infinite director Joseph Staten is leaving 343 Studios to rejoin Xbox Publishing. After today's announcement that Microsoft will lay off 10,000 people, details of how initial restructuring will hit its gaming divisions continue to emerge, with Halo Infinite's 343 Industries among the studios impacted. According to Bloomberg, Joseph Staten, a Halo veteran who began his career with Bungie in 1998, will transition from his Halo Infinite creative director role to rejoin Xbox's publishing division. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so what do you guys think of the Microsoft stuff that's happening? And then to continue with the Halo sort of news, we have, it looks as though 343 Industries will continue to develop Halo now and in the future. Amidst rumours that 343 Studios had been taken off of lead development of the Halo franchise, the studio has taken to Twitter to state that it will continue to develop now and in the future. Yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed Halo Infinite. I thought it was quite a fun little game. I don't know about you guys. What do you guys think? Do you think it was a bit rushed? Do you think it just didn't do well? I don't know. A lot of these things, you just don't know what's going on. So anyway, a bit of fun news. Jason Momoa appears set to remain in the DCU after great news from Warner Brothers. After months of uncertainty, it seems that Jason Momoa might be staying in place in the DCEU under new heads James Gunn and Peter Safran. In a recent video posted on Instagram, the actor was in lively spirits after a meeting with Warner Bros. And DC executives, promising that he had some really good news to share soon. He then continued to profusely thank Gunn and Safran, as well as Warner Bros., Discovery, CEO, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I mean, I can't remember the Aquaman, yeah. I just didn't like the Aquaman sort of movies. I thought they looked a bit bland. But I guess they're sold enough and he has enough presence to be able to carry the role forward, keep it going. But yeah, so what do you guys think of the DCU? So we'll go with the next bit of news, which is Tron. Is it Ares? I've never heard of it. I don't know. Tron Ares moves forward at Disney with Jared Leto, Joaquin Ronin in talks to direct. I've no idea who he is. The third film in the Tron franchise is set to move forward at Disney with Jared Leto as its star. Furthermore, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, and Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, is in early talks to direct. Reported, blah 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 blah. Is that Daisy Ridley? Yeah, which stars? Oh no, is that? I don't know. Anyway, Tron, the third one. What do you guys think? I don't know. Everyone seems to hate Jared Leto. So next bit of news that we have got is... Oh, he knows. Jeremy Renner shares an update on his recovery and reveals he broke over 30 bones. Jeremy Renner provides an update on his recovery and has revealed that the snowplow accident he was involved in left him with over 30 broken bones. Renner took to Twitter to share the update, and he included an image of himself at home in a hospital bed. He took the time to thank all those who have sent him messages. Yeah, so... Yeah. I don't know. It's a strange one. It is a really, really strange one, that. And then the last bit of news that I have got was a crazy, crazy one. It looks as though Alec Baldwin to be charged with involuntary manslaughter over Rust shooting. So actor Alec Baldwin will be charged with that killed. So basically, he had a gun on set of Rust that discharged and killed cinematographer Halyna Hutchins. New Mexico prosecutors announced the charge on January 19th for both Baldwin and Rust's armourer, Hannah Gutierrez. First assistant director David Halls, who handed Baldwin the gun, will plead guilty to negligent use of a deadly weapon. If any one of those three people had done their job, Halyna Hutchins would be alive today. It's that simple, said a special. The evidence clearly shows a pattern of criminal disregard for safety on the Rust film set. There's no room for film sets that don't take our state community or gun safety seriously. Yeah, so that's just crazy, absolutely crazy. What do you guys think of that? So that is the news. We will do the top 40 games now. So we will do the top 40 games. I'll have to try and load it up there. No, there we go. Right. So, let's go. Number 40, Gran Turismo 7, The Quarry, Nickelodeon Kart Racers, Bravely Default 2, Lego Harry Potter Collection. Number 35, Super Mario Party, 34, Ring Fit Adventure, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, The Last of Us Remastered, Red Dead Redemption 2. Number 30, Luigi's Mansion 3, Just Dance 2020, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD, PGA Tour 2K23, number 25 Battlefield 2042, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, Pokemon Legends Arceus, Grand Theft Auto The Trilogy The Definitive Edition, NBA 2K23, number 20 The Last of Us Part 1, Super Mario Odyssey, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Just Dance 2023, The Callisto Protocol, number 15 New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, Splatoon 3, Mario Party Superstars, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, Grand Theft Auto 5, number 10 Pokemon Scarlet, number 9 Animal Crossing New Horizons, number 8 Minecraft, number 7 Nintendo Switch Sports, number 6 Pokemon Violet, number 5 Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, number 4 Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, number 3 God of War Ragnarok, number 2 FIFA 23, and at number 1 Fire Emblem Engage, and that is thanks to Games Press and the GFK Entertainment Software charts, all formats. So thank you to them. And that, my friends, is episode 335 of the One Up Gaming podcast. I'd just like to say, please go to our website, which is oneupgaming.co.uk. If you want to go to our Patreon, it's patreon.com/OUG. You can buy t-shirts and hoodies from us on our website. Just go to the top right-hand corner, it's online store, buy things from there. We have our first 100 podcasts available to buy. I'm going to make a noise now. Ugh. Our first 100 podcasts available, and £1 of each sale will go to the Diabetes UK, which is pretty cool. So that's just at audiobooksontape.com. And we have an album out, which is Games Inspired Music. It's out now. 20% of each sale will go to the Child's Play charity. And just Google it. It's on iTunes, it's on Amazon, it's on Spotify. Stream it, buy it, all that stuff. And that's amazing. So please follow us on Facebook. Just search One Up Gaming. YouTube, like us, share us, bell us, subscribe to us. Got over 2,000 subscribers now. Thank you all. It's been amazing. We love it. Because of the subscriptions, we've managed to get new little bits of kit to get to review to see if it makes anything better or not. Leave comments if the audio sounds better, if the video sounds better. Just leave any comments anywhere. If you want to watch us on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/OUG official. And if you want to follow us on Twitter and tweet us, it's at OUG official. And if you want to send us any messages, any emails, it's contact@oneupgaming.co.uk. And that, my friends, is episode 335 of the One Up Gaming podcast with me, David, saying thank you. Goodbye.
Hi, Justin the Voice here. First of all, we'd like to thank you for listening. Seriously. We really like it when you listen. Yes. But if you'd like to do more than just listen, if you'd like to help us out, well, we have an idea just for you. Visit our Patreon page at www.patreon.com/OUG. Your monthly micropayment will help us keep going all night long, baby. Oh yeah. Mostly because we usually record at night. Yeah. But don't worry, baby. We got something for you, too. We've got special benefits for all of our Patreon subscribers. Yeah. Again, that's www.patreon.com/OUG.
Standing there alone, the cashier's waiting. I trade in my game. At the store, my game is nice and mint, but their computer says it's worth much less than I paid before. The markdown stars. They hand me my cash, but I am certain that I got the shaft. lower value, browsing all the shelves to find a new game that I'll sell right back to this same store. My ass is sore. 4, 3, 2, 1. They lowball us, value falling. My game's worthless, trading prices blow. Second game is done, and multiplayer isn't all that fun. Empty lobby, should I trade it in? I get so little, and the bargain bin will only grow. I just don't know. Back at the cashier, there is a problem. Inventory's full. They're not buying, too many in stock. From other trade-ins, turning me away. He says goodbye, and I know why. 4, 3, 2, 1. Used game rip-offs, vicious cycle. We're not helping. Where else can we go? Suddenly I hear about a swap meet. Trade your old games here. You'll get much more. I bring several games, and so do others. We swap one for one. With a smile, we all understand. The games have value, there's no middleman. It's our software.